Hello everyone, and welcome to my Striking It Niche on MySpace video tutorial series. In this first video, I'm going to be giving you a basic introduction to MySpace, show you some of the different features on the site, explain how the site works, and of course explain to you why you should be using MySpace in the first place to assist in your niche marketing and list building efforts. So without any further ado, let's get started. The first reason you should be using MySpace is because it has an outrageous amount of traffic. I have here the Alexa rankings for MySpace, which are current as of July 2008. And according to Alexa, MySpace currently has a overall rank of 7, which ranks it with the most trafficked websites in the world like Yahoo, Google, MSN, and YouTube. MySpace also currently has approximately 250 million registered users and is registering an average of 230,000 new MySpace accounts every single day. So it has a lot of traffic and it's actually growing very, very rapidly. Yet another reason to use MySpace is because, believe it or not, the average age of a MySpace user is 35, which actually I thought was kind of surprising. From a marketing perspective, that's fantastic. 35-year-olds have the money and ability to buy products that you happen to be promoting, in contrast to a teenager who probably doesn't have the money or the ability, such as a credit card, to buy something on the internet. So most MySpace users are adults with money to spend. Yet another reason to be using MySpace is because it's free. It's completely free of charge. It doesn't cost you anything to build a profile, or for that matter, unlimited profiles, and that basically amounts to free traffic. Furthermore, MySpace is also extremely easy to use. Whether you're 12 years old or 70, you can build a really nice-looking MySpace page, and so it's very user-friendly and very intuitive. Finally, you should be using MySpace because it's practically tailor-made for niche marketing. You can find a lot of people on MySpace who are interested in just about every conceivable thing you can think of. To give you an example here, let's say we wanted to find people on MySpace who were interested in bodybuilding. So there's several ways we could find these people. One way we could do this would be to go to the groups section, which you do by clicking on more, scrolling down, and clicking on groups. I'm going to scroll down a little further down the page here, and then type in the main keyword. So in this case, bodybuilding. Okay, and this is searching for groups that are associated with bodybuilding. And I'll scroll down. And the first group here, which is a public group, has 28,316 members. So these are all MySpace people who are interested in bodybuilding. Another way we could find people on MySpace with a certain interest is by going back to the main group page here and then clicking on the overall main category of the keyword I'm looking for. So I'm looking for bodybuilding, so the overall main category here would be health, wellness, and fitness. So I'd simply click on that, and then I would browse the different groups and see which ones pertain to bodybuilding. As you can see, the first one here is bodybuilding.com, which is perfect, and it has 149,263 members, which is pretty spectacular. So there you go, 149,000 MySpace members, all of whom have an expressed interest in bodybuilding. And some of the videos that follow, I'll be going into a little more detail about how to get involved with these groups and how to drive the traffic from these groups to your profile page, and in turn drive that traffic to your web page or newsletter. So to sum up, you should be using MySpace because it has an outrageous amount of traffic. It's growing very rapidly. The average age of a user is 35, so it's not for kids anymore. It's free to use. It's also very easy to use, and it's practically tailor-made for niche marketers. So what I wanted to do next was show you some of the different functions and features on MySpace, and definitely my favorite one here is what's called MySpace TV, and this is the video sharing site for MySpace. Now, if you read my last ebook, you know that I'm a huge fan of video marketing. I just think it's a pretty outrageous way to drive free traffic to a website. One nice thing about the MySpace TV is that you can browse videos on the MySpace page, and so long as you're a MySpace user, you can add these videos directly into your profile page with just a couple clicks of the mouse. And here I'll show you how this works. So we'll just open up this first video, Dr. Horrible Sing-Along. So if the video can be added to your profile, we'll have a add this to profile link underneath it. And all you do if you're logged in is simply click it, another screen will pop up, you click OK, and that's it. The video will then be added to your profile. And that's just a really great way to add some free content to your profile page. Okay, gonna go back here. Okay, this is the MySpace music site. This is kind of like the video site, but it's basically just for songs, obviously. You can add songs from this page right into your profile, kind of like how we do with the videos. One thing I found out recently that's interesting about the music site is that most major bands are linking their main web address directly to their MySpace page. So, for example, Christina Aguilera or something, if you type that in like ChristinaAguilera.com, rather than being directed to her web page, you would instead be taking it directly to her MySpace music page. So MySpace music is extremely popular. Some other cool features here are the Find People feature. And here you can find people by their name, display name, email. You can find them by the school they graduated from. You can find them by the general interests, like bodybuilding, for example. Or finally, you can find them by similar career interests. So that's really neat. You can also browse profiles. And in this case, you're looking for specific criteria. So we could browse for, let's say I wanted to find 18 to 35-year-old women who were single, here for dating and relationships, and let's see, lived 100 miles away from my zip code. I could do that. I just enter all the criteria here, and then I would click update, and then it would bring me back a list of MySpace users who fit that criteria. So here there's 3,000. Actually, it would be more than 3,000, but that's the maximum. So yeah, you can really find a very, very specific kind of person on MySpace. The other thing I want to show you is the MySpace classified site. This is really neat. This is basically just like Craigslist, except it's of course only for MySpace users. But it's basically free classifieds that all MySpace users can post. I haven't done a whole lot of experimentation with them. I'm kind of getting there. But if it's free, it's certainly worth exploring. So, the other thing I wanted to show you was the MySpace blogs. Just let me find these here. So you have the top blogs. Your MySpace page automatically comes with a blog, and these are some of the top-ranked blogs on MySpace. And the blogs are extremely easy to use, and they function like any other blog. With mine, I usually just add articles from article directories, just an additional way to get traffic to your profile. So very cool. Then finally, there's something called the Apps Gallery here, which we'll take a look at. An application is basically just a certain kind of feature or functionality that you add to your profile page, and there is a huge variety of them. I mean, some of them are just games that you add to your profile that people can come to your profile and play. Some of them are they're different functions and features that you can add for your pictures, that they create a slideshow. And there are some you can add horoscopes, you can get weather updates, so there's a huge variety of them. I'll be talking more about these later and some of the videos that follow. Alright, well that pretty much concludes this first video. In the next video I'm going to be showing you how to do some really cool niche market research on MySpace so that you can find a profitable niche market. So I will see you in the next video.